this is Rahul for Revsportz and along with me my colleague Swapnil. Yeah, I know you guys are a bit disappointed with the India's result in the first two games. But of course, we are hopeful for the last game. Hope India will end their AFC Asian Cup campaign on a high note against Syria. And India have already started their preparation for the Syria game. So we are here now at the Al training ground where India's training just concluded, and we have noticed a few things in the India's training. Actually, we came to notice how the mood in the camp. Actually, so now we'll starting the discussion, Swapnil. The first two games, the player was most talked about was Gurpreet Singh Sandhu.
Yeah.
Of course, many people were talking about his mistake in the first game, and in the second game also he hasn't committed any mistake. But if we talk about Gurpreet Singh Sandhu around 2 to 3 years ago, I still remember that Qatar game where Gurpreet pulled off an heroic performance in many such matches where Gurpreet played a key role in snatching points from the opponent. But we haven't seen that of Gurpreet in these tournaments so far. So how was Gurpreet? Did he look positive in today's training?
Like you said, 2 or 3 years back or 1 year back, like every phase of life, they have a different mental state. He's growing, he's exploring more, he's trying to change his self, he's trying to change his goalkeeping style, because we see right now he's a bit more commanding goalkeeper in our team. He's a bit like a Neuer. He's commanding, he's aggressive, he goes out of his line, he tries to push his teammates, he tries to give a positive vibe to everybody. He tries to move the game all around him so that the team doesn't go in the lack of communication. So today in the practice we see Gurpreet, if we lose matches in a crucial situation, it's very tough for anybody to digest that. For us, if we lose something that we love, we are playing for our pride. So it's a bit tough for us. But in the practice, it seemed they are trying to cope up. They have coped up a bit. But it takes time. But in the practice, they all looked positive. And before the Syria game, fingers crossed, I hope there will be no injury. There will be no problem with the team, and the communication issue that is happening with Gurpreet and the teammates, that's obvious because the crowd is so much loud in the stadium. That might happen, but I hope nothing happens. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, talking about Gurpreet, I have noticed that today Gurpreet was just outstanding in the training. Though training mode and match mode is totally different. In match there used to be a lot of pressure, but today I have seen Gurpreet saving. I've seen Gurpreet giving some
saves.
3 to 4 outstanding saves during the 5v5 game. And also along with Gurpreet, there was another goalkeeper, that is Vishal Keth. He was giving top level competition to Gurpreet. Even he also pulled off around 4 to 5 outstanding saves. So that means even I think after the Qatar match, Igor Stimac said after giving Amrinder Singh chance in the playing 11 that it was Amrinder who has pushed Gurpreet to that level, because when the competition is tough, obviously it will push you to play in the top level. But now I will give you a big update that today we have seen Sahal Abdul Samad training with the main team. In the last training session before the Uzbekistan game, we have noticed that Sahal was training with the team, but during 5v5 game, during 4v4 game, we haven't noticed Sahal training with the team because due to the fear of getting injured again. But today we have seen Sahal more fitter. In every situation, in the 5v5 game, Sahal was playing there. Also, I have seen him giving some outstanding throughout the game.
Yeah.
So, Swapnil, your thoughts on Sahal? How do you assess Sahal in today's training?
The training I saw, Sahal looks mind-blowing. He is still trying to not give it his all. He's still in the practice, he's in the zone, he's trying to recover, he's trying to make things better for him. He's a guy, I think he loves to play the game. He loves to play the football. He is in love with the game. So for him not being in the team when the team needs him, it's a bit difficult for him. But today in the practice, when I saw in the 5v5 when he was playing as a link-up player in the midfield, so he was giving great throughs, too much, between 3 players he was going for the assist between 2, and when the shooting training happened, he was absolutely brilliant. Everybody shot around 5 shots, everybody missed 2 or 3, and Sahal was absolutely brilliant. He scored 3 goals to Gurpreet. He scored 4 goals to Keth. He was absolutely brilliant with his finishing. He has not got that power, like sledgehammer power, but he has got the precision, and that's much more needed in the next games, I think, for India.
And now talking about another guy who made impact right away after getting substituted against Uzbekistan, and that is Rahul KP.
Yeah.
He was also doing well in today's training. Our eyes was on him, and towards the end of the training session, Rahul KP was seen, having a long discussion with the mental and conditioning coach of the Indian football team. That is, he is Shamol. So maybe he's a young guy. Still, he is not accustomed to taking pressure of such high games. I think that's why he was spending time with the mental and conditioning coach. That we have noticed. And now again back to training update. Throughout the whole assessment, I would say the team looked positive. Though after losing 2 games, still the atmosphere is positive throughout the whole team. They eager to do something against Syria, and of course Syria ranked 91st, very close to India. But I would like to mention that they have done superb against Australia. They made life difficult for Australian team, and so far the football they have displayed so far in the 2 games in the AFC Asian Cup, it's going to be a tough game for India again. Swapnil, how do you assess Syria challenge?
Like you said, Syria is a team. It's a bit unpredictable. They don't play much games with us, and we don't even go for that. So Syria is a team that I saw the game. They play a 4-4-3 formation. 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 strikers. And when the defensive thing happens, they transform themselves into 5-3-2. The switch is pretty much faster, and that brings the cutting edge of them. That brings the positivity into that team. They switch their position faster, they switch their shapes faster. So for India, it's going to be difficult to play passes in between the lines. So they have to play by the flanks like we play. But the wingers have to be much more active, and the right wing and the left back and the right back needs to have the mid line. Because without that, we won't get the support to pass throughout the field and won't be able to change the circumcircle in the field, so that we won't get any open space, and all the attacks will go to vain. For that, we have to read Syria's games, we have to be prepared, and we have to play fast football. Any player with the ball cannot attain 2 or 3 players. We have to be fast. We have to play quick touches in the midfield. We have to get through the wings. We have to get through the middle. So we have to play a quick football. We have to show Syria that if you are fast, we are faster than you. We can attack you faster. We can break your shapes. We will play with your head, not you.
Of course, I think our boys are also eager to prove against Syria, and we are all hoping that they will end this AFC Asian Cup on a high note by defeating Syria, because that will be a big boost for their upcoming tournament in the World Cup qualifier, where they will again resume their World Cup qualifier against Afghanistan. So that's it from the training session, and you guys stay tuned to Revsportz for more updates from the Indian team camp and the AFC Asian Cup.